Yo, welcome back to TopherTvPodcast, man. Shout out to everybody that's returning to the pod. For everybody that's new, welcome. I'm Topher, the host, with my lovely co-host, aka my wife.
Key.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all tune in to the audio only. It's on Spotify, Apple Music Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. I am posting more episodes. I know it was only a few, and I've been promoting it. Also, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below, man. You know, we're having a lot of new subscribers lately, and I just want to make sure everybody, make sure y'all are commenting down below. I get a lot of calls, texts, emails, pagers, all of that about how they feel about the pod, about something we talking about. Just make sure y'all
comment what you're feeling.
Yeah, comment down below how y'all feel about the
And
stuff that we
share.
talk about. Yeah, and share.
Share. And follow us on TikTok.
Yeah, facts. But also I am vlogging now, and I made a whole nother channel. It's called More Topher. So if y'all are interested to see what I'll be doing day to day or day after day, you know. Yeah, tune in to that. It's called More Topher. It's on YouTube. We're vlogging my whole life. You know what I mean? How you feeling today?
I feel good. I had a good day today.
You did? I had a fantastic day, I must say.
Yeah, son rolled over for the first time by himself. No assistance.
Yeah, he over there in the cut, as y'all can see. He over there getting some good Z's. So
Yeah, it's bad. This is bedtime.
I want to be like him, knocked out. No, I'm just playing. But so a lot of people don't know about this, but I'm gonna start it off like this, right? So when we were first dating, you told me something. Do you have any idea what I'm about to say?
Okay, like, is it like the one thing that I said that won you over?
Yes. And that one thing is, she told me, with us, that I'm the man and I'm the leader, and she's just gonna follow suit. If she have anything to say, she will politely say her rebuttal, but that's how our relationship was gonna go. And honestly, if I had to compare like my feelings to anything, it would be like, you know how you in church and the pastor pray over you and anoint you and the Holy Spirit just take you over? That's how it felt. Because I had, at the time, I had been through, you know, a couple of relationships. So it was like, hearing that was like a relief, a breath of fresh air. Yes, because a lot of times, like, women don't know that. And even, I will say this, even men aren't worthy enough to be leaders for their significant other to follow too. I will say that.
Yeah.
So I just want to chop it up about what led you to like have that like thought process. Yes.
Okay, so it's like, okay, so like, I can't say I was in a lot of relationships, but like, I dated a lot, you know?
Right.
And like, it just always seems like, from like my perspective, being with the dude, it's like, I can try to tell him what I want, try to do this or try to do that, but it's just like, I feel like I was just juggling too much. And so it's like, the little situationship I had, you know, that like, right there really taught, like, that situation like really taught me a lot, because it was like, I can remember him saying stuff like, just be my peace. It's like, let me do what I do. And I would just, it never registered to me like what like he meant by that, because it's like, us as women, we are very indecisive, and sometimes we just don't know what we want, and like, but we know what we want at the same time. But like, men aren't really problem solvers, so it's like, I was like, dang, I'm tired of making decisions. I'm tired of just like trying to figure out this relationship stuff. Like, I just want to like be there and say something I want to say something, but just like kind of be there, like to have somebody to just help me make decisions for myself, help me make decisions with everything, just help me with life. And like I was raised in church, and they always said like the man is the head of the house, and I always thought like I was against it for a long time because I was just like, don't nobody want to be submissive to a man, like don't nobody want to tell them what to do, like I don't want to tell them what to do, like I'm a whole grown woman, like you can't tell me nothing. But it's like now I look at it, you can tell me something.
Right.
You know, it's a lot of stuff that men are just as wise as women can be. And men have a more level-headed, like decision-making process. They look at things, they'll tell you, hey, that's not good for you. And because sometimes, you know, women, you know, we get easily influenced. But men kind of, they really don't, because y'all are so simple. So, I don't know, I was just like, you know what, doing it my way wasn't working. So I was just like, I'm gonna try to see this church way. That's kind of what it led up to, which was a great decision.
Right. I feel you on like the difference between men and women, like decision making. But like for me, like my point of view, like I never in a million years expected somebody to tell me that. Clearly it worked because we married a whole year now, year and some change. But the fact that you said it, like I said, it swept me off my feet. I ain't never been swept off my feet. Caught me off guard. Yeah, you wooed me. I can't lie. But for me, I feel like that's the best way to go because, like as a man, I feel like our decision making needs to be decisive in order for like the family to go smooth. You know, like the family household to go smooth, or just like us as a family in general to be smooth sailing. But like I say, it's not necessarily like I'm the leader and you're just a follower, because that's kind of crazy, you know what I mean? But it's just like I'm setting a foundation and you smoothing it out. You know what I mean?
That's how it is. It's like you give the tools and I make it something. Like you bring the groceries in, I turn it into a meal. You buy the house, I turn it into a home. Like that stuff is really how it goes. But you know, like I always tell everybody, the man is the head, but I'm the neck. Like,
okay then.
Don't y'all sit here and think like it's, oh nah, I'm not gonna do this. He told me I can't do this. No.
Yeah.
The neck turns the head where it needs to go, and the head chooses to go.
Right. You
So
saying
it's
some
like,
stuff, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about just like how the brain is set up, like the head has the brain, right?
Right.
But there's a little piece in the back of your neck that can sustain without the brain. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a spinal cord. So it's like I can function without you. I can function without you making like decisions for me, which is why women can be single mothers, which is why women can like run a household. But life is so much easier with the brain.
Right. And this is a partnership at the end of the day. And
can't do one without the other.
Right. We choose to be here every day. We love each other like religiously. And that's what make it work, you know what I mean? And that's why I don't understand the whole 50-50 conversation as well.
Oh no, it's literally like sometimes it's 80-20, sometimes it's 100-0, sometimes it's 60-40. Especially like when I was pregnant and stuff, it was 100%, probably like 70-30.
No, it was 100% 0. No, I was just
Shoot, some days it was because I didn't do nothing. I was just so tired. But that's what like being in a relationship is about, because
I had no problem picking up that slack though. Because like I say, like I want this to work. Like I'm here for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like that's like a big thing in relationships. One, you know, like the communication is definitely huge, because if you can't tell your partner like how you feel, whether it's gonna hurt their feelings, whether it's not gonna hurt their feelings, whether it can risk anything, like being able to communicate with you and tell you, hey, look, I don't like this and I don't want to do this.
Right.
And you just be like, okay, let's either fix this or I understand, let's try something else. Like,
let's get to the root of the problem.
You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's something that makes me want to keep trying with this relationship, because I feel like my past like relationships didn't work simply because dudes always say women are nagging, or we always need something, or something ain't always right, like something need to be fixed. And it's just like, why don't you just try to be the man that fits me, and I try to be the woman that fits you, but we beat each other, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still have to get to know each other. We still have to be individuals, just in a relationship. But majority of the time, dudes be like, man, you just asking for too much, just doing too much, you just doing too much. Like, at some point, somebody said I wasn't doing too much.
That's me. That's me. I love sitting over here listening to you talk, because if y'all don't know, my wife has a gift, and her gift is to speak. She was even declared, like, what did you tell me the other day? What was it, the deacon in church?
Oh, the reverend. When I was like super young, my family's super family or church oriented. Like, I'm talking about my great grandfather was a pastor, my uncle was the pastor, I was a youth leader. Like, we were deep in the church. And there was this reverend back at home, and I think I was like maybe like 6 or 7, but I remember just like it was yesterday. He like came and prayed on me. You know how they make all the kids go up to the front? And he was just like, you're gonna be a prophet one day. And I was like,
literally prophesied over her life.
That works.
Prophesied over her life at what, 6?
6 or 7.
That's a young age. So like, you've been had this gift to speak for a long time. That's why I just sit over here and I just listen sometimes. I get caught up and I don't even be saying nothing. This is my podcast. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But nah, honestly, you as a woman, you right there, I'm talking to you. You don't have to be like ultra submissive to the point where it turns to slavery. And that's diabolical. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it need to be a partnership where y'all work hand in hand, hand in foot with each other to make it happen. But you know, it's okay for your man to have the reins and you make sure they go right or left, or they stop or they go. You know what I mean? And relationships not 50-50.
No, they're never.
Yeah, because y'all came together for a reason, and y'all need each other in different ways on different days. Am I rapping? Hold on, what?
Okay, you are.
Sign me, yeah.
But it's just like, somebody gonna be better at something more than the other person.
Yeah.
Like me, I may be better at like keeping a budget than you are. You know what I'm saying? But you better at saving money than I am.
That's
so
literally
like,
our situation.
So it's like, that's just how stuff functions. But also, like, speaking just to the woman, then we don't have to talk to the man. I understand why women fall in love with potential, because it goes back to like the man being ahead. The man has the vision. The man is the visionary. So like us as women, we look at men and it's like, when a man tells us he's gonna do this, when a man tells us he's about this, when a man tells us his dreams, it's like we get invested. And it's like, we fall in love with the fact that you have a vision. Like, that's why like women can be with a broke down man that don't have a job. And people on the outside look at it like, dang, like she with that man, he ain't got no job. But like,
yeah, she's settling or something.
Yeah, but from her perspective, it's like, this man gonna be great one day.
Right.
Like, when you lost your job, I don't know if people know this, but we got married when you didn't have a job.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't have a job at all.
No, nothing.
Nathaniel.
You know, right? And most women would have like left and like stuff, but I was like, dang, if I hold this man down, I know for a fact he's gonna pay me back. And I feel like men take that for granted a lot of the times. And this is why women don't leave, because it's like, I have faith in you. And it's like, other people on the outside looking in don't realize, like, women, when a woman believes in you, she's gonna rock, like she's gonna hold you down, like she's gonna ride with you to the wind.
I'm a testimony.
You know what I'm saying? But dudes just don't keep that commitment, and then women get tired. And then I feel like the worst feeling, what they did in acrimony, when the girl finally gets mentally exhausted, you go and you make something of yourself. And then I have to watch somebody else, you have to watch somebody else take credit for what you put all your
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff is devastating.
Yeah, that gotta be a terrible feeling. I'm not gonna lie. That gotta be an awful feeling. I don't think I never experienced that though, honestly. And I'm glad of it, because like you said, it's devastating.
I ain't gonna say I haven't experienced it, but not to like a depth where it was like, dang, that kind of hurt. You know what I mean? But I feel like there's definitely like people out there that feel that way about me. because I was just not into commitment.
Yeah, but like I told you, for you to have a good person, you have to be a good person.
That is true though.
I feel like that's the baseline in order for you to like prosper with each other. In order for y'all not to have to feel devastated because they go off and become a better version of themselves. You know what I mean?
That's true though. People do bring out different sides of you.
That's just like hurting people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And then, they also said in church, my great Uncle Charles, love that man. He just teach me so much. He said that, like, your woman really is a reflection of who you are.
That's
So
right.
if your woman not giving you what you're supposed to be getting, she a reflection of how you treat her.
Yeah. Moneybag Yo said that same thing, too.
Yeah. It's truth in it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like, them old wise tales and them old sayings, they really have value and they hold a lot of weight.
They really
But, like, you don't realize it, like, when you first hear it, but the more you live your life, you go to thinking, like, dang. You sit back in your little rocking chair, rock on the porch or something.
Yes.
Well, we not that old, relax. She told
But
me,
I ain't gonna cap, I love a good rocking chair. Don't do too much. But it's like that one saying, birds of a feather flock together.
Mm-hmm.
You know how, I don't know how, I do know how your friend group is set. You know how all your friends kind of relate to you?
Yeah, somewhere.
I believe like that's where the birds of a feather flock together. Because now, like in my big grown age, when I was younger, I didn't understand it. Because I would have friends that were kind of trashy, but I was never a trashy woman. Or a trashy female or young lady at the time. And I had some trashy friends and I never got treated like them, but it's like now I couldn't have trashy friends.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
You elevated your life.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, my level. I need friends that we see eye to eye at all times.
Right.
Like, everybody has like a transitional financial period where you just ain't got it. Where you got those periods where you just in transition. But don't be a bum.
Right.
Cannot stand a bum.
What's up?
Oh, can't stand a bum.
Yeah, but honestly, the man can lead the relationship. And it's okay for the woman to follow and y'all work hand in hand and hand in foot in order for the relationship to work. I think it's perfectly fine. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Chime in, let us know, give us some feedback.
Yeah, and don't think leading a relationship means dictatorship.
Exactly.
It's not
That's the big thing.
Dictatorship. Because at some point the woman will lead the relationship. Because again, relationships are not 50-50. There's moments when the man can't handle it and the woman has to step up for him. But he always come back and it's gonna it's gonna level out perfectly every single time. But just be honest, like brutally honest conversations heal relationships. Brutally honest conversations heal relationships, because if I can't be brutally honest with you, what am I here for? I'm just living a fake life.
Facts.
So,
yeah. But yeah, get in the comment section, man. Let us know how y'all feel about this convo.
Yeah, and don't forget to check out more Topher. Yes.
Yeah.
Episode.
Facts. Yeah, make sure.
On TikTok.
Facts.
Instagram.
I got
Facebook.
I got all the links to my social media in the description box below, and it's also at the very, very bottom in the about section too. But if y'all like this, make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all subscribe to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. This has been another great episode of TopherTvPodcast. Also, if you want the audio-only versions, we do have them available on Apple Music Podcast, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. I got 4 different options to be great and listen. You know what I mean? But yes, I hope y'all enjoyed.
Sir.
What's up?
You gonna get in my budget? Not
Look,
too much. Come on now, don't be breaking tradition.
That's why you're here. That's why I love you. You know what I'm saying? But
What's your outfit today?
oh man, I had it on my mind earlier. Hold on, give me 1 second. You wanna go first? Ladies first. Okay. I had it on my chest earlier.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, face ass. I cannot remember right now.
5 seconds.
Go first. Come on.
Oh my god.
There you go. Ladies first, man.
What I need to get off my chest. I do have something off my chest. So y'all know I'm a new-time mom, just roughly 2 months postpartum. I just want to say, like, if you a mother, give yourself grace and give yourself time. I feel like I've said this before, but it's just a reminder because I have to remind myself and fall in love with yourself again. I'm having to learn how to fall in love with myself. Y'all see me out here with my cornrows looking like R. Kelly and stuff.
You gonna sing?
You trying to sing?
R. Kelly song.
Step in the name of love.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Step.
Side to side.
But yeah, give yourself grace and know that you are beautiful. And men, know your worth. Because y'all are handsome, y'all are kings, and we are all kings and queens, no matter the race, no matter the color. You can be pink, all I care. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
Right.
So, I just want to encourage everybody to put your health first. You know, make sure you doing something that exercise your mind, body, and spirit. Even if you don't play any sports, make sure you keep your body in shape. And working out isn't the only way. If you eating right, your body will do what it's supposed to do when it's supposed to do it and how it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but make sure y'all get those 4 different options on the audio version on Spotify, Apple Music Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. Yeah.
Share, comment, like, subscribe. Thanks.
Facts. And we'll see y'all on the next episode of TopherTvPodcast. Peace.